Hi guys, and welcome to the FX Edge Weekend Warrior session that we're going to be sharing with you today. Mac, are you there?
Hey, Marcello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I've
Okay.
got to apologize. I came down with a chest cold, which is now firmly ensconced itself in my throat. So I either sound like a guy that was trading in the pits for 20 years or a guy that smoked 5 packs of Camels every day. Take your pick.
No problem at all. You sound great from where I'm sitting.
Well, all right, everybody. First of all, welcome to the call. In the next little while, we are going to be going over a bit of technology that is, we'll just say, phenomenal. I mean, the results that we've gotten in our testing really exceeded what I thought was possible, and primarily because whenever you test a live strategy after you've done some back testing, I've never seen it where the results are very close to each other. And this one is performing much, much better in real life, live trading, than frankly I ever thought possible. It's a strategy that I'm very familiar with from my days as a stock trader. We would use this type of strategy oftentimes to capture 400 or 500% moves in options. In the futures market, I've used it exceedingly well. In particular, it's something like oil. Coming into the currency market, though, when we combine it with an automated strategy, it really gives us the opportunity to, number one, narrow down the amount of time that we're taking to trade, which I know is a big issue for everyone that isn't a full-time professional trader. But then number two, make the trading strategy absolutely drop-dead simple. You don't have to futz around with buttons. You're not messing around with different settings. It's not like there are 15,000 things you can do to change up the strategy here. So hopefully by now you've been at least introduced to Marcello, and you obviously know who I am. So let's just get right into the meat of the presentation, because I know we're starting a little bit late here, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning where you are, isn't it, Marcello?
Yeah, it's actually 1:15 here right now, but it's definitely late for me. It's definitely
Right.
late for me.
Yes, let's just get right to it.
Okay. Yeah, guys, what I want to do is I want to show you a couple things. One of the things I want to show you, I think I'm going to do is right off the bat get to is I was going to go to my story just in case some of you don't know who I am, but I'd rather just show you a trading account of one of our, as you can see, it's an investor ID trading account from one of our guys who's been trading with us for a while, and this is basically how his account is done since August, as you can see here, just taking trades, not just with the Weekend Warrior, I will say it, it's also taking trades with some of the other stuff that we've developed here. But basically, he's got a profit loss of $76,271.74. And as you can see, it's a live account. It's an account that's still that's open. It's taking trades right now, and it's currently in another trade that we do have here. But this is what we've been doing. This is the reality, and if that that can grab your attention, we've got plenty of other client accounts who they've been gracious enough to share their results, because it's one thing to be able to trade when you're Mac and you've been trading for a long time, for years, then you'll say, when you see his results, you'll say, hey, you know what, I expect him to be able to do this because he's Mac, but when it's somebody else, when it's our clients, people who maybe have not been trading for a long time. We've got people from all over the globe when it comes to their trading, their levels of trading. We've got the 20-year veteran, okay, who who's come into our group, and we've also got the newbie, the complete newbie, the guy who's never traded before. This particular account is from a trader who has falls right in the middle there. A smart guy, I had the opportunity to talk to him myself, and he's a smart guy, and he's been trading for a long time. And anyway, but all he did was put the system on and let it run. So that's what we've been able to do. And if that grabs your attention, because it should, real numbers are what should grab your attention. So who am I? I mean, you guys know who Mac is. You know, he's got a long list of accolades. Just going to tell you who I am really quickly. I'm a Florida attorney to this day. Although I've been a full-time trader since 2006, I've been successful in other areas, in real estate. I've worked in Forex strategy and development and automation. I program in C++, MT4, and in TradeStation, easy language. I worked on joint projects with leading retail strategy developers, resulting in highly profitable and reliable trading strategies. And we also have a website, exclusive Forex mentorship site, which comes with the full shebang of everything that you could want in the membership area to help you get to where you want to go. Okay, so of course we teamed up for the sole purpose of being able to provide this to people because we share a passion, and the passion is to help people to change their stance in lives, to reach their goal in Forex trading, to be different than everything else that's out there in the market. With me today actually is what I'm going to who I'm going to bring as well today. With us is going to be Scott, who's worked with us in strategy development and other areas as well. Scott, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Good deal.
So anyway, to give you guys a little bit of history on Scott. Scott has worked with Mac and I for quite some time. He is a full-time trader. He's a 20-year veteran in this industry. He's a very gifted discretionary trader, and he's also a gifted strategy developer as well. He works very much with us on developing new strategies, the things that we develop, the things that we put out there. We work day in and day out to make sure that these things work, and also to take our make sure that we can make sure the rubber hits the road. Meaning that just because you get results on a back tester doesn't mean it's going to be live results. Well, everything that we're going to show you here today is going to be live, and he helps me to do that. And I know that we worked on this particular strategy together, and so we wanted to bring Scott in to kind of share what his experience with the strategy and that sort of thing as well. Okay, so what are you really here for? Obviously, I've gotten your attention with the account that I've just shown you there. Okay, it's an FXDD Malta account, from one of our guys. I can show you many more, and we've shown you accounts of other clients who have been gracious enough to share their results with us. You're here to learn how to make real money in the Forex month after month with less stress. That's what it's about. Okay, and what's interesting is every time I open we were talking about this, Mac, just the other day, is every time that we open our email accounts, there's something new about how to make money, and particularly in the Forex. What do you want to do? You want to work less? You want to make more money? That's the dream of everyone. This is the ideal goal for freedom, written in hundreds of self-help books. This is what people promise to give you in the industry. This is what we see across the board. This is what people want. Well, easier said than done. Obviously, sometimes it's easier said than done for many people who have, bought the books, who have thought positively, and who have, even followed the steps and still haven't been able to do it. Well, we've got something for you to hear today. Just like Mac was saying, we have what we've been able to do. We've been able to reproduce in real terms what we've been able to generate and what we've been able to develop from a strategy development standpoint, we've been able to do it in real life. So everything that we're going to show you here today is what we have been able to produce in real terms today. It's not yesterday. It's not what could have been. It's not hypothetical at this point. This is what these the results for these particular trades are, and that's why we want to share with you this particular strategy. It's called the Weekend Warrior. This is another report taken from another account for one of our guys. I think that you guys had access to that. We sent out an email, to that regard, and you can always go back and check that out whenever you want to, really. But this is what it's about. It's about live results. How are we able to do it? Okay, how are we able to do this, and how are we going to how we've helped hundreds of people to be able to do the same thing. Okay, so now that I have your attention, you've seen the live results, you've seen the live account that we just went into, you've seen this other Weekend Warrior example here from another client here making 335, 213. It's on a smaller account, but he's making money on a consistent basis, as you can see. This is just a snapshot of what that account looks like. And guys, just to say this, past performance is not necessarily indicative of future returns. We have been able to do this. This is what we have been doing in our sessions, but certainly, and we work with probability, and the probability is that we're probably going to be able to do it again tomorrow because we've been able to do it in the past. Yet, it is not necessarily indicative. It does not mean that we will be able to do this. So with that caveat, let's get to it. Let's do some teaching. Let me tell you what this is all about and some things that you should think about. I think philosophy is extremely, extremely important in putting it all together. And you've got to understand what's really happening around you, okay? So we usually have a poll here. I don't have a poll. Generally, guys, I ask the question, what kind of trader are you? We've got the roller coaster trader, okay? And this type of trader, I'm going to talk about this. This type of trader often has a strong knowledge of fundamentals and perhaps technical analysis of the markets. He or she makes money but loses it in no time, their main problem being preservation of the money made in the Forex. This is 40 to 50% of traders. I'm going to share this stuff with you because you need to understand where you are and to get where you want to go, okay? Many of the traders that I meet, because this is the 40 to 50% group, they are in this group, okay? Many of the traders I meet, if you're a 20, just because you spent more time in the Forex doesn't mean that you're going to be a better trader. I know guys who've been trading for 20 years and they still can't make money. They still can't be full-time. They're not full-time traders. They still haven't gotten where they want to go. This is the reality of what may happen when you got the wrong information. It's important to get the right information. Roller coaster trader, okay? Back and forth, back and forth. He makes money, but he loses the money at the same time. Now there's the apprentice trader. This guy has very limited knowledge of the market. He buys many black box systems and gimmicks with no proven results. This trader's equity curve is headed south and fast. This is about 30 to 40% of traders. Brand new traders coming in the door, they have this issue. This is where they are. They're just losing money. They're hemorrhaging the money. This is, or even the demo account, whatever it is. They haven't gotten it, okay? And then there's the third type of trader, which is the consistent trader. Okay, this guy's making money. His equity curve is headed to the upside, kind of like the accounts that you've seen us demonstrate here. Okay, this type of trader has a strong knowledge of the market fundamentals and has a profitable system to help him achieve these great consistent profits. Full-time traders, hedge fund managers, institutional traders are generally in this group. This is about 5 to 10% of the market. Now, they say 10% of the market, but I got to tell you, I think it really is closer to 5% of the market, okay, from what I can tell. This is obviously where you want to be. This is where you want your equity curve to be. This is what you want it to look like. You want it to be going up. You want it to be preserving your capital. You want it to be your capital to be appreciating, and then you want it to have nice big spikes when the market is feeling generous and wants to give you those opportunities. So how do you become this consistent trader? Okay, it doesn't have to be brain surgery. It doesn't. You trade a strategy with real results. You trade that strategy with precision. This is important. It's not just enough to have a good strategy. You've got to be able to trade it properly. You've got to be able to implement it flawlessly. This is best done with automation. And you've got to practice good money management, or better yet, have your robot do it for you. Okay? This is important. Okay, now, when we talk about robots, in this industry, it's a four-letter word. It really is. People don't like to, they don't want to hear about robots anymore because robots have gotten a bad rap. Well, there's bad people everywhere, but we don't throw away the human race, and that's just the way that it is. It's bad in everything. What we've done here is, if I can give you a little bit of history, when I first started doing this thing, we had some winning strategies. The problem was you had to go to sleep, you had to wake up, trades were being taken all over the place, different times of the day, different sessions. You couldn't be there for every single trade. So what happens if you take a winning trade, right? Or you take a loss, as is a part of your system, and then you fall asleep, you wake up in the morning and you get to find out that the next trade was a big winner, but you missed it. Are you getting the benefit of that probability? Absolutely not. How many of you guys have been through that and have seen that? That's what I'm talking about. That, not just that, but what happens if, how about the scenario you get, and I've been through all these scenarios myself. You're in the market, you see a trade lineup, you're right there, you're excited, and you've got to put it on quickly. You don't have the time to sit around, to sit around and wait. You've got to get to the trade immediately. You've got to put it on. You've got to get your position sizing right. You've got to get your stop loss in there if you're trading with prudence, if you're trading responsibly. You've got to get your take profit in there. You've got to make sure everything's done properly, okay? But you're excited. The market's moving fast. How are you going to do all those tabulations in your mind? Where's your stop loss supposed to be? Where's your take profit supposed to be? How much am I supposed to risk on this trade? Okay? I've messed it up there too. Non-farm payroll, all these things happening, everything's moving so fast, and I'm not able to make the decision fast enough. Okay, that's scenario 2. Scenario 3, and I know, guys, I'm speaking to the, I'm preaching to the choir, because the third scenario is, hey, you've got the big trade, it's on, it's telling you to take the trade. You just lost 2 trades in a row, and that's a part of every winning strategy. It's going to happen at some point or another, and now you're feeling antsy. You don't want to take the trade. Guess what? You missed the trade because you didn't want to take it, or you take it lighter than you're supposed to take it. What happens? The trade runs off and makes a colossal windfall. You're supposed to make a great sum of money, but either you water down your trade so you don't even get the money you're supposed to make out of it, okay, to replace your losses and make up for the time that you put in to get into the trade, to trade the strategy, okay, or you didn't get into the trade at all. Because, why? Because you were somewhere else, because your mind was somewhere else. You didn't have the moxie to get into the trade. Hey, it happens to all of us, okay? It's happened at one point or another. That's why you use automation. That's why I came up with automation. I was making little stupid mistakes, even having the right strategy. I needed that. So now the difference is, we're not, black box systems, I don't believe in them. I'm not going to put my money, my retirement, I'm not going to put my money, my hard-earned money on the line for a system or a strategy that I don't even know, how it works. I don't know the rules behind it. I don't know what these guys have in mind. There's no way I'm going to trade that. I don't care how much it wins. I don't know when that thing goes in the wrong direction, or if it just stops working one day. What to do if I'm in the middle of a trade. So what we do is, in our philosophy here, is that we teach the strategy. You can manually trade it, but you have a robot assistant, and that's pretty much how we do it. That's one of the things you can do to become a consistent trader, because that robot's going to take trades while you're sleeping. It's going to take trades while you're while you're while you're not feeling like you should be taking, when your trade psychology is down, it's going to take trades quickly. It's going to execute flawlessly. It's going to get you in and out. Those are the things that, you got to think about. And you know what? I got to tell you, on an institutional level, on the high end of stuff, who's doing that? Everyone's trading with some sort of an algorithm now. It's just the way that it is. Why can't the retail guy get it? You're supposed to. Okay, so we've kind of showed the rock solid results, but I'm going to show you some of the testing that we've done on our strategies. And this is actually the euro dollar I'm bringing up here. It's the testing that we've done. Now, this is obviously hypothetical. In real terms, we've been able to replace this. And actually, this is actually kind of an old test. The results are actually through the roof here right now, currently, where we are today. Okay? I'm actually going to show you how the system works and how to put it together, how it can work for you. These are the things that are important. It's not important just because you've got great back tests and you've got a nice equity curve going up. Okay? This is a real thing. This is a real strategy, by the way, guys. When you see a strategy and it's just moving up and you don't see any losses, guys, I got to tell you, run in the opposite direction because it's not real. Okay? Yes, there are strategies that will not take losses, but guess why? Because they have such huge stop losses, they're looking for 5 pips and they've got a 300 pip stop loss. You got to think about that. What happens when you get the perfect storm and that thing goes against you hard and closes you out? That means you lost your entire year potentially. A real system's going to have losses. That's the reality of the situation. Okay? And that's what you got to consider. So when you see something like this, you see wins, pull back, wins, pull back, move forward, equity growth here, appreciation, pull back, continued equity appreciation. And that's what you want to see. Okay? This is the euro dollar. At the time, it had a 2.76 profit factor. It's above that now. This should have been updated, actually. Total net profit 128.04, I think, in the 1 year period that we were looking at, just on this one trade. Okay, and we've got lots of them, different currency pairs that we can trade. This is just one currency pair. Okay, 100 grand, $228,804 1 year later. Okay, show me the money. So if you had a starting balance, obviously, of 100 grand, that would be 228K. Starting balance of 10,000, the ending balance would be 22,800. Starting balance of 5,000 would give you an ending balance of $11,400. An ending balance of $1,000 would be 2280. And these are along the lines of some of the results that we've seen. Now, this is actually our pound dollar. That's a pretty equity curve, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to show you in a little bit how we do this, and I'm going to, guys, I really want to, move right through this so you can see everything and have your opportunity to ask us some questions as well as far as the strategies are concerned and what we've been able to do. Okay, so this is the pound dollar. This is how it's performed during this time period. Okay, another currency pair, and we trade these guys together. So we have trading opportunities. We take 2 of them at a time sometimes, or most probably 3 of them at a time at most, to be prudent. But we have opportunities all the time, and we take advantage of them. As you can see with this pound dollar, it's got a profit factor of 3.94. Okay, this one had a 85% win ratio. Okay. And so basically it turned $100,000 into $208,508 just 1 year later by itself, just this one currency pair for this trade. Okay? So you can do the math here for yourself. Basically taking $10,000 and turning it into $20,800, $5,000 into $10,400, and $1,000 into $2,080 in that time period. Okay? Does it seem too good to be true? For some of you, it does seem too good to be true, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we're able to do it in real terms. Guys, I'm bringing proof on every single, I don't want there to be any doubt, okay, about what we're doing. What Mac and I have been able to produce in these things. And you got to know, Scott, you're there in the room with me. You know what we've been able to do day after day, week in, week out. Not day after day, but week in, week out. Every time we take this trade, it's really.
Well, it's exciting. It's the way to start your week.
It's the way to start your week. Imagine in 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. Honestly, most times just 2 hours. You can make substantial profits and be done for the week. And that's what some of our traders do. They trade with us right there in the market, not me telling you about results that I made hypothetically or saying, hey, we made 50 pips today. Well, I didn't see it. No, you're right there with us. You know when we win, you know when we lose, you know how it works. There's no lying, there's no getting around it. It's right there in your face all the time. And so that's the Weekend Warrior and what we've been doing live in our trading room on Sunday. So what I want to do is share it with you, share a little clip with you before we go any further, and then we'll get to some more good stuff. All right? See if this thing works. Okay, so 27 pips on the euro dollar. We've got one on the dollar CAD. We have the dollar Swiss as well. Okay, 36.40. Go ahead and put it. There we go. We've got one on the euro dollar. Going to take that. Got a gap up. The Aussie dollar is 19, I believe. It's really, really close. It's 19 pips. Euro dollar took profit, guys. Euro dollar just took profit. Nice. On the second position there. Aussie dollar is looking lovely, and so is the dollar Swiss, actually. Dollar Swiss is 6 pips away from hitting its TP. Oh, there we go. Aussie dollar just took its first position for me. There, that's good. Safe position. I like that. Now we're safe. Dollar Swiss is not doing what I want to get. Just took profit. Just took profit. Oh, this is great. Aussie dollar second position just took profit. Hey, see, the dollar Swiss is out. Everyone just made money all across the board. I think everyone's happy. Okay, guys. So basically, I just wanted to show you a little bit of live trading in the room, and one of the things that's important here is, on a scenario like this, and we're going to talk about, obviously, the dynamic or what we're able to do this off of. But guys, it's not just that. A lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money actually went into development of even this trading system, which is actually one of our simplest trading systems. Guys, it's not just about knowing where to get into an entry. This particular entry is simple. People have been trading it for, I don't know, years. I mean, before you and I were ever even a thought, these things were traded, okay? This particular trading methodology. But it's not just about the entry. It's about your entry. It's about where you're going to take your profit. It's about how much you're going to risk. It's about how much, where you're going to put your stop loss to make sure that you don't hemorrhage money. You've got to put it all together, guys, and that's where people miss it. They think because they have a good entry that they can make all the money, but that's not the way it works. Many people have a great entry and they still lose money. Many people have a great entry and they're still a roller coaster trader. It's putting it all together, and that's what we've been able to do, not just for ourselves, but for other traders too. Hopefully, I've got some testimonials of some other people who have been trading our system. These are guys who are part of our trading group, and I want you to actually hear just a couple of these testimonials really quickly.
Hello, my name is Lou Cananza. I purchased the Weekend Warrior last Thursday and used it to trade for the first time with Sunday's opening. In less than an hour, I made more than 5%. This more than paid for the EA itself. I look forward to many more profitable Sunday openings.
Hi there, my name is William. I am living in London, Ontario, Canada. I am a airline captain for a major North American airline. On this last Sunday, I was in the trading room with Marcello Ducil and his other traders, and I ended up with an increase in my account of 13.7%. That's amazing. I have never had results like that before. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I'm going to put any more trades on this week. It's just absolutely amazing. Thank you, Marcello. Thank you very much. I can't wait to get back into the trading room on Sunday again, and I can't wait to start trading this again and again and again. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Sally Snyder, and I'm an accountant from Houghton, Michigan. About 3 years ago, I looked into Forex trading, and at the time, all I could find was manual trading, and getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning or trying to trade at 7 o'clock in the morning with a job just didn't work for me. About a year ago, I was introduced to Marcello and automated trading. And about 9 months ago, I started trading a version of the Weekend Warrior. Since then, I've only lost my 3 weeks, and that was really my fault. But I have made, most weeks I have made as much rate of return as what I make all year on my 401k. I have recommended this to friends and family and also my auditor, and I strongly recommend this to you.
Hello, I'm Richard Young. I live in Nebo. And through this slow economy, I've been hunting for new ways to make income. I started a new business, and I'm hunting for other information on the Forex. I've been in for a year, and I have not been profitable. And I've looked around. I was wasted $10,000 hunting for new systems to work with. I come across Marcel about 3 months ago, and since I took his information, his training, and his systems, my account that I have had has grown by 20%, and the Weekend Warrior that we have just got has bring my account up 10%. And if anybody wants to get into the Forex, I suggest that they would go with him and his system and trading products and his systems, and this would help you trade on the Forex and have time with your family and other things you need to do. Thank you.
All right, guys, this is, these are clients of ours who have been trading this very, very same system. I think that, what can we say? Scott, I'm going to let you get in here for a second and just talk about, what we've been able to do during this time with the Weekend Warrior, just for a second there.
Yeah, boy, I've been trading this thing since we first had the, since I didn't come up with the strategy, but since you first presented it, I've been trading along with you and the other folks in the VIP room there, and boy, not uncommon to win about 80+% of the time, and certainly make as much as I've made in a week in a few hours of the day. Pretty common to make between, I'd say, 5 and 15% in a week. Really, usually in a couple of hours. In fact, almost always within a couple of hours of the opening. We've worked at at revising the strategy and making it more efficient over that time, and we continue to do so. But it's a great way to, that's why I said earlier, it's a great way to start the week. Nothing like starting the week, having made more money than you usually make in the entire week.
In the entire week. Yeah, it's true. Anyway, and it's right. We're in there. We trade for about 2 hours. It's in and out. This is one of the strategies that, we're very happy with. I know we talk about it all the time. We're rearing to go for our weekend warrior session, always at the, on Sunday, and because we know that there's a high probability, it's a high probability trade, high probability of success with our stops using the robot that we do, the way that we do. There's a high probability, and when I came in, and Mac and I talked about what to really bring to the table here, this was the trade for me, because this is the one where people, whether you have a job, no matter what you're doing, you can take 2 hours and you can trade it. And honestly, guys, you really don't need to even trade it for those 2 hours. You simply, you can turn your robot on, get it set up, be there, for 5 minutes in the session, see what we're trading, and then let the robot go and, do the rest for you if you don't even want to watch it. These are the things that we're able to do. Now, the genius is in the simplicity. It's putting it all together, guys. Putting it all together and to become profitable. Okay, simple strategies, a simple way. When you have too many moving parts, like you having to figure out where your SL, where your TP, where your entry, where how much is your trade management going to be. I enter here for here, or I had changed these settings here. No, just like Max said at the very beginning of this presentation, it really comes down to there's no changing of settings. I'm not going to trade something and then you're not going to be able to trade it, and then I'm going to turn around tomorrow and say I made money and you didn't. Guys, this is a no-brainer, okay? This is a no-brainer for all of you. What we try to do is make it as close to a no-brainer as possible. I'm trying to get the guy who knows nothing about the markets to come in, watch me set up the robot, and watch us trade it. We should all have the exact same result, or that's in theory, that's the way that it's supposed to work, and that's the way that it's worked for many traders. We've been able to do this because we put the work in with great research and development. We've got a team of 10 high-profile people who just work on strategy development, many of them completely full-time around the clock, who are working to develop the stuff that we've been able to put out there in the market and to make it work. It doesn't happen by accident. What we're able to do, what we've been able to reproduce, it happens by it's happening by our ability to use probability in our direction. We've got you're sitting here looking at guys who are trading the markets full time. As you guys know, MacX, no need to talk about just his accolades as a person and as a trader. Scott, who's a 20-year veteran, and myself, who I've been a full-time trader for a long time, and we've been doing this successfully, okay, for a long time. We don't expect you to go out there and put a development team together and spend tens of thousands of dollars on just developing one strategy, okay? No, we do that. You simply just trade it. We take all of the, we take all the moving parts out of it. That's the simplicity of it. Take the moving parts out. Make sure that every time that this thing takes a trade, it's taking them all in the same way. Okay, make sure that you're taking those trades in the same way. You cannot sow inconsistency and expect consistent results. You've got to have consistency so you can have a consistent equity curve. Okay? You're trading sometimes, you're not trading other times. You're trading this way now, you're trading another way later, differently. You're, position sizing, you're position sizing how much you're taking on the trade is this way one day and the next day it's something else. You can't have consistency when you're doing those things. We take all of that out. Okay? And you know what, guys? What we decided to do is, and I'm going to tell you this, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I've shown you more than probably anybody's going to tell you about this market right now. And it's going to be 1,000% honest with you. I've shown you live accounts. I've shown you real people testimonials. I've shown you the system in action, live, taking trades, making money right there, live in the market. Okay? All of that. There's no way to contest what we're doing here, period. Okay, there's no way to get around it. We're doing it. And so for the guy who's thinking or saying to himself, you know, this is just another deal, another Forex product, you know, just another one of these guys. I can tell you, you're 1,000% wrong. You know what I do all day long? I look at other people's stuff. I want to see what they've got. It's true. I talk about it all the time because we're looking for stuff that actually works. I like stuff that works, and if I find someone who actually does something that I like, you know, potentially one day I'll you know, we very well may endorse them. You know, I got to tell you where I'm standing right now. I haven't, you know, because a lot of it's garbage. But when you see something that works and it's simple and it's straightforward and you put, you know, everything is right there in your face, you've got to take it. Now, let me tell you what I'm going to do to make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity, and we're going to give you an opportunity. You know, I'm there trading every single Sunday, okay? We're there every single Sunday. I'm there with my VIPs. They sit up in the room with me, and we trade right there. If I'm putting my time out, I want as many people there with me as possible, okay? So what we've decided to do is we're going to make it a no-brainer for everyone. Number one, we've shown you the results. You know it's real. There's no getting around it. What we've been able to do, it's real, okay? There's no doubt about it. Now, the next question is, hey, do I really want to take my time? Because that's what it comes down to for me too. When I'm looking at these products, I'm saying, you know what, okay, I see the 30-day money back guarantee. We've got that. So you can test it out, and, you know, if you don't like it, you know, during that time, or I'm sorry, if it doesn't make money for you in the 30 days, then you can absolutely just return it, okay? All right? But it's your time as well. Well, let me tell you, you're not going to be wasting time here. You're not going to be wasting the next 30 days trying to figure out, watching this thing not do what it's supposed to do, okay? The bottom line is, this is it. If you're serious about trading, you're changing your stance. If you're tired of a day job, I don't care how good your job is. Hey, I am an attorney. I'm not working as an attorney right now. I'm in my apartment in the south of France. Why? Because I like to travel, and I should be able to do that. And this affords me that type of luxury, the ability to do that sort of thing. Okay, to not be held down, not to be, have to rely on government bigwigs to determine, what I deserve. Okay, what I'm talking about is, and I'm not getting political here. I'm just talking about, where the economy goes. Let's just talk about that. Who cares where the economy goes? For me, I mean, I care because I've got people and loved ones who will be hurt by this. But me personally, when something happens in the world economy, if there's a shift in dynamic, I make money off of it. We make money off of it. Okay? These are the things that I'm talking about. Changing your stance. So what I'm going to do here, what happens if I show you something that can make you 10, 5, 10, or even 15% per week potentially? Okay? On average, we could have and I'm not going to say that's every week. We on average, on a monthly basis, we can have anywhere from a 5 to a 10% month to a 30+% month. We have had 30% months just trading 2 hours a week, on that Sunday. And that's what I'm talking about, the opportunity that you have there to change your stance, to really, if I show you something that can really change where you are today, are you going to really take advantage of it? And I got to tell you, and I'm not, no cracks on the $67 robots, but guess what? $67, what do you expect to get out of it? Okay? If it's real, if it can change your life, if it can change your stance, if it can do something for you at the end of the day that's going to get you where you want to go in real terms, what would you give for that? Would you sit there and let that opportunity go by? Would you spend another 6 months playing, you know, the Russian roulette with, you know, with black box robots or with a system that you don't know may work? Taking a look at everything that comes in your email box and going over it, or just really just pulling the trigger and getting to work on something that's going to do it today? I'm telling you, guys, I believe in this thing. I have believed in this from day one. And it's as Max said at the very beginning of this thing, it's amazing how strong the correlation is between what we've been able to produce in back-tested results and the real live-tested results. It's not just back testing; these are live testing, live accounts where people are trading it. I'm trading it on my accounts. Okay, it's a real deal. You know, it is the real deal, and so I want as many people in there with us as possible to take advantage of this phenomenon, because that's what it is. It's a phenomenon that we're taking care of, that we're taking advantage of. The probability of success based upon a certain dynamic in the market. That's what we're able to do. And that's what we've been doing with all of the stuff that we actually put out there. And that's what good traders are going to use at the end of the day. But we're using this one to be able to extract pips from the market on at most times, week after week. Now, are there going to be losing trading weeks? Yes, there are. We're going to have some losing trading weeks. But as you can see, from the video that I just played of us taking trades, you can see that we've just been, you know, this is a recent video. It's not like I made this video 2 or 3 months ago. It's not like that account that I'm showing you, that I showed you live, is a dead account that no longer trades. You saw it has a trade on it live right now in the market at this moment. Okay? So what does that mean? It means that this is what we're using right now to extract pips from the market. Why can't you? If you're serious about doing something, if you can't take 2 hours a week and give something a shot that's going to really make a difference in your trading, then you know right now where you're at. Are you serious? Are you real? Are you ready to do this? Then pull the trigger. That's what I've got to say, because that's what it took for me to make a change. I knew that, I didn't want to be, writing contracts for the rest of my life for somebody else who was in business. I know that wasn't for me. I knew that's not where I wanted to be. And now I'm not going to be a slave to a desk any longer. I can travel the world. I can learn new languages. Before I lived here, before I traveled back and forth between my house in Miami and my apartment here in south of France, I lived in Madrid, and I did that for years. And I loved being able to travel back and forth like that. And I can do that because of, what this market has afforded me. And it can be the same for you. What we've been able to do and why we show client accounts is we show you what other people have been able to do. People just like you, not like, like Mac, who's a 20-year veteran in the game, or like, Scott, who's also a 20-year veteran, or like myself, who spend 24 hours a day thinking about this market because it's my passion, No, regular people who've got day jobs, who are trying to get out of the rat race, people who want to make an extra income, a supplementary income, people who just want to start moving in the right direction and take control of their destiny. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what we've shown you, those results. What I'm going to do is, we got a 30-day money-back guarantee, okay, so that you can test this out. You can be in the room with us. Not me telling you how something's supposed to be working and it's not working. You're there in the room. When we win together. When we lose together. It just goes like that. There's no beating around the bush, and there's no way to lie about what we're doing. No deception there. It's really there. We put our necks on the line every week. We put our accounts on the line, and we put our name on the line with this trade. So I recommend that you give it a shot. What I'm going to do now is, you know, we're going to take some questions and see what, you know, try to answer whatever questions you have as far as this thing is concerned. Now, this is the link below. Pull the trigger. Go to the link below. We've made it easy for you. There's multiple ways that you can get into this thing. This is a real thing. This is a real investment of your time. It's a real investment of yourself to make a, you know, make a decision. Are you worth it? Yes, I think you are. myfxedge.com/weekend warrior. Okay, I sent you the link. I put it there at the bottom of our conversation here. I'm going to do it again here, if it allows me to. Send it to you there. So all you've got to do is tap on that link that I've sent to you. I put it in your conversation, and let me tell you what you get with the Weekend Warrior. Okay, and I'm going to teach you how to use the strategy. I'm going to talk to you about how it works, and you're going to see how we're able to do this. That's probably the biggest thing about what we do here. It's not always about you know, just the money that you make, because it's good enough to give you a fish. Yes, it's good to give you a fish, but to teach you how to fish is more important. You know, that apprenticeship, that mentorship experience of being there with people who are trading. You know, how do you learn how to speak? You watch other people speak. You listen to them speak. How do you learn how to walk? You watch other people walk. You emulate them. Okay, how do you learn how to do all the things that you do? How do you, you know, I went to law school, but law school doesn't teach you how to be a lawyer. You got to train under people. That's how you become, and you got to do what they're doing. So you've got to watch and you've got to do. And when you're in this room with us, you can watch and you can do. Okay, you can watch us take the trades, watch our reactions to how things are going in the market in the good and bad times. It's not just good enough to watch us in the good times, but when we do have losing trades, how do we react to those losing trades? How do we do the things that we're doing? This is your opportunity to get in there and see what it's like really in the trenches for 2 hours on a Sunday. I don't think there's anything better. I think it's just a ridiculous value. What's included? We've got our battle-tested Weekend Warrior robot that we have been trading. The strategy's been traded for, you know, honestly, it's been traded for centuries by us and our VIPs. Been traded for over a year now, and for you know, our entire group, they've been trading it for the last 5 or 6 months now. Okay, I think around that, in that vicinity, 5 months now. You get a 30-day free trial to our Weekend Warrior live trading room. You'll be there in the market with us on, you know, starting right now, Sunday, as the market gives us an opportunity. So you'll be able to get in the trenches with us right there, right away. Okay, now what else do you get? You get a 30-day trial to our Power Hour daily training sessions. So basically, every Monday through Thursday, not only do you get the Sunday sessions, but Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I basically get on a call, and I talk about what I see in the market. You also get to see me, you know, set up trades, tell you what trades that we see setting up in our other automated systems. It's a tremendous value, and it gives you opportunity to maybe see something in the market that you usually don't see. Great opportunity, and it's free for you when you try out the Weekend Warrior. You get a platinum membership to our website at www.myfxedge.com. But it's a great membership. You know, I notice with a lot of the companies that I trial, they don't really have a membership. They don't really have a back area. They don't really have you know, a community. We have a real community, you know, of traders. It's the real difference. You get that membership. You're a part of our family when you become a member of our team. You get a personalized trading plan. Okay, one of the biggest changes that people made, or one of the biggest things that people were able to take advantage of with us, you know, is the trading plan. One of the biggest things that I saw in the beginning was that even though I gave people robots and I gave them the opportunity to trade what we had, they still messed it up. So when we added a trading plan to the mix, we saw that their trading changed to a, you know, completely, because what people were doing, they were bringing their bad trading habits with them, and they were just implementing it with the robot. But what happens is when you have a trading plan, and when you see my trading plan, and you know what I'm trading, if you trade something else, or you go off kilter and you trade something that doesn't go on your trading plan, then you know that you've done something wrong, okay? And when you have that concrete standard to look to, you know, it really will make a big difference in your trading career. Okay. You also get access to real live trading examples. We also have a trading journal. You'll get my free report, my $60,000 tuition to the School of Hard Knocks. It should be called the School of FX Hard Knocks. And also you get access to the Forex Boot Camp, our Forex Boot Camp, a full Forex trading course. All right, so I'm going to take some questions. And guys, you know what? You know what we've done here is we've made this thing so straightforward. I mean, there's not. It really does come down to you just pulling the trigger here, and that means just go to the link myfxedge.com/Weekend Warrior, because I'm showing you the results. I'm showing you how it works. We're like nothing else that's in this market, not that I've seen. And I know we've got some emulators out there. We've had some imitators, people who could try to copy us because we've got something that really does work. But this is where it is. This is what we've been able to do. We offer a robot, guys, and it's a trading assistant. How many times have I tried to get on a plane, okay, to go to the other side of the Atlantic here, and I have a trade on, and I was scared about, should I leave my trade on? Should I take it off? You know, because I'm going to be in the air for 8 or 9 hours, and I don't know what's going to happen. When I started robot trading, that's all it did for me. I obviously know the strategy. I can implement it. I can get out of it when I can do all that. But the strategy, but the robot's going to be my trading assistant. It's like me paying a guy to, monitor my trades while I'm going, a guy that I really do trust, and I can trust with my account. Okay, that's the difference. This is what you have. You've got a trading assistant, okay, who is way faster than you are, who can do computations faster than you can, and can put your trades on faster than you could ever do for yourself. And this particular trade, what's important is timing. You've got to have perfect timing in how you put it, how you implement it. If you do not implement it, if you don't implement it on that timely basis, you could miss the trade in 15 minutes. You could miss the trade in 5 minutes. In fact, we've had trading sessions where if we didn't put it on in the first 30 seconds, you can just forget about it. You'd have missed that opportunity because the market moved that fast. And it's not uncommon. Okay? So we don't do black box systems. We don't do black box systems. We teach you the strategy. We show you how to do what we're doing, and we teach you a hybrid methodology so you are the trader with a trading assistant. That, my friends, is the difference, okay? This is what we call gray box trading, and this is what really, really attracts us to this type of trading system. And you know what? We're not the first to do it. They're doing it. The big money is doing it. They're trading automation. They understand the strategies, of course, and they're trading automation. And so this is get in on what is already happening in this market and what we've been able to take advantage of. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions. I've got a question. If you have too many people who are trading this, will they, if you have too many people who are trading this, will they, will it water down the strategy? This is a strategy that has been used for hundreds of years. I mean, this is something that, at least, it's something that, it's based off of a dynamic that has never changed. Okay? And so because of that, it's very difficult to water down something that, is a part of the market. It's like saying, okay, well, that's number one. And number two is, guys, this is the Forex. This is not, it's not like we're buying Apple, or we're buying some small penny stock company. Okay, this is the Forex. We're trading the majors. It's a multi-trillion-dollar a day market. Okay. Now we're proud to say that we've got hundreds of thousands of dollars traded live in our system. Hundreds of thousands of dollars with our systems. Okay. They have not lost their potency. Okay. They're still making money from what you have seen in the results that I've shown you, and also in the account that we just went into. But this system is based off of something that people have been trading the same way for years. It hasn't changed. Okay, so that is not even an issue. And besides that, guys, you're getting in on something that is not even, our systems are not even mainstream. You're getting in on something that you can keep in your pocket. You're keeping it in your pocket. I mean, we've got hundreds of traders, but you'd have to get to tens of thousands of traders to be able to really make a dent in this market. So we can all take what we want out of this market without a problem. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, stress-free, stress-free trading. This is as stress-free as it's going to get. Really it's 2 hours. Most of the times when we have trades, we throw them on. Hold on, guys. Got to turn off my Skype. Someone's trying to get to me there. Usually when we have a trade, we put it on. It could take hours. It could take days for this thing to close, and we can't go to sleep. We can't do anything. This is one of the trades that really does close in a couple hours. I mean, in general, we're swing traders. We take longer positions. We expect to be in the market for a day, 2 days, maybe, or more. If we have a good trade, it could go for a month even. And when that happens, that means you made big money. But this is one of the trades that we really do like, and it kind of goes in the opposite direction because, in that way, because it closes so quickly. We can have something close in 15 minutes, and then we start counting how much money we made per hour, because you've gotten into a trade, it's closed in an hour, 15 minutes to an hour, you're done for the week. You're not worrying about the trade for the entire night. Okay. Let's answer some more questions here. There is I think there is a review there about us. The good thing about us too, guys, we've been trading hundreds of traders. You can't find a negative review about us. That's, I got to tell you, that is that's really quite an accomplishment in this market. I can put it that way. It's not easy. Okay, so if I buy the Weekend Warrior, what do I do on Sunday? I simply follow what you set up, simply follow what you do, and it would be easy to follow what you do? Absolutely. Basically, we'll set up, we'll show you how to do it. We meet, 10 to 20 minutes before the session even starts, and I'll walk you through it. We'll also have a session for you to be able to learn how to set it up properly, even during the session, but it takes 5 minutes. It literally takes 5 minutes. Okay, once you've installed it, I'll get on there and I'll say, okay, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at our trades with the Weekend Warrior Finder, and then when I get into the market, you are going to do the same thing I'm going to do. And it's going to be this simple. I'm going to, just the same way that you saw me take those trades in the video that I showed you, we're basically going to, decide what trade we're going to take, open a chart, and put the robot on it. That's it. We're done. Okay? That's how it works. Any doubt about that, guys? Trade it for a couple weeks. Trade it for the month. See how it works. See how much money it makes. It's up to you. This is a no-brainer. Yeah, William, this is great. I got my first course over 3 years ago, and still it's not giving me a non-discretionary method to work with. Hey, we are the non-discretionary guys here. We have a mechanical trading system. I believe in mechanical trading so that we can have consistent results. We've got to sow consistency to have consistency, and so that's what you've got to do. You've got to take trades on a consistent basis. And so it's got to be a mechanical trading system. Everything has to be consistent, okay? And so, you know, discipline, of course, is going to be important, but the discipline for you is going to be setting up your robot and walking away from the table if you can't stand to watch it. That's what the difference is, okay? If you don't have time, you can put together 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon to trade this thing live in the market. And if you don't, you can take the 15 minutes it takes to trade with us and then to let your robot go. You can go have dinner. You can go live your life once we set up this thing and let it run, you know. I even have some people who set up their robots before and never actually even make it to the sessions, because that's, you know, how easy it is to do it. If the robot has an opportunity, you've set it up properly, it's going to take a trade if it has an opportunity. And it's going to set up everything for you. This is interesting. Hey, Charles, thanks for bringing this up. Hi, Marcello. I'm reading your personal bio, and you mentioned that your ultimate passion came in Forex trading and strategy development with the goal to change the face of personal investment to empower every home to take charge of their investments with ease and automation. That's a big vision, and I wonder how you plan to achieve that. Is it just through teaching others in Forex trading? You know, it's not just teaching that we do here. We've got automated systems. We spend a lot of time and a lot of money to develop these systems so that people can do exactly what we're doing. I think with time that, you know, our following will continue to grow. Those people who have been with us, who have made money with us, eventually they're not going to keep it in their pocket. They're gonna share it with those around them, and we're going to continue to do this thing, and people are going to be empowered to take control of their own trading. And what we're doing is we're coming to the market with live, real proof, real results, and we are taking it one trader at a time, trading, changing their lives, and we're changing these lives one trader at a time. If I know virtually nothing about Forex trading, would I still potentially make money with your Weekend Warrior by simply following your easy steps for about 2 hours on Sunday? Yes, it's that simple. We do all the heavy lifting. You know, that's one of the things that I love about this. And I love that question, Alistair. I think that's a great question. You know, basically, that's all you got to do. What I did in that session is what you will do. I will walk in and I'll say, hey, we've got these trades on these particular pairs, okay? And I'll say, and you will watch me, and I'll say, okay, I'm going to open up this particular chart, and I'm putting the robot on this chart. That's it. Okay, that's it. And then you can sit in the session for the next 2 hours, or as long as that we're there, and you can hear veteran traders, my VIPs, talk about what they see in the market and what's going on in the market, their own trading lives and that sort of thing. So you can develop a trading acumen even as the robot's making money for you. Okay? Okay. Okay, we don't do lots per trade, Jay. That's a very good question. Your trading statistics are interesting, but it's crucial to know with what level of risk those results were produced. For example, how many lots per trade per $1,000 of available margin, and with what stop loss. Okay, one of the things that we love about our systems, we trade between. First of all, we have we always use set stop losses, take profits. We use risk management. Okay. We use position sizing. We risk between on average between 2.5 to 5% per trade because they're high probability trades. Okay, the trades that you've seen here, they're 80+% win ratio on average. All of our strategies are about 75 between 7 out of 10, 70 to 85% win ratio, and so that gives us the opportunity to trade them from 2 to 5%, of risk there. Okay, and that's what our traders have been doing. So tripling and tripling an account, doubling and tripling an account, as you've seen, as you saw in that example that of that trading account that we opened up, that was done between 2.5 and 5% as well. Okay, it's great that you teach the method behind the EA, but if I can't be around one Sunday, but I have the EA running, will it find the setup conditions, open a trade, and then manage that trade to completion unattended? Jay, yes. 1,000%. It will. How long have you been using the system? We talked about it, Karen. And can you use paper trades at the beginning? Yes. You can demo trade. We expect people to demo trade before they go live anyway. A part of our trading plan and a part of our methodology involves having people, we want them to trade until they make 20%. They have like a threshold because it's not just about what our system's doing. You've got to be able to trade. Your trade psychology, you've got to be able to leave the trades on, let them run, okay? The other thing is, not only just leaving the trades on and letting them run, you've got to be able to, you got to make sure that your computer is running properly and that you've got a proper internet connection. You've got to work out all the kinks along the way to your trading success. And obviously by demoing, you can make all of your mistakes by your demoing, okay? Yeah. Can you use the program for trades all week long? I don't work weekends. No, this particular strategy is for the weekend. It's called the Weekend Warrior, but you can simply turn it on, set it up on a couple pairs that you like, and you can just let it run. And that's what we have some people that do. I know we've got some people who, for religious reasons, they won't be there on Sunday. And for those 2 hours, and so they just set up their robot and they let it run for them, and they've done well as well. Yeah, we're selling a trading system and a robot, and a membership to our site. That's pretty much what we're giving you. We're giving you a full strategy, but I'm not just giving you guys a strategy which you don't understand. It's a complete system. Okay, I'm saying to myself, number one is the end goal is that people will be profitable. They'll make money. Okay? That's the end goal. Okay? That's what we want to do. So how can I work backwards and I say, okay, so how do we make money? We've got to be consistently. We've got to have a consistent result. So that requires a good trading system. That requires great implementation. That requires a trading plan that works, okay, with all of the above. Okay, well, implementation is a problem because people have to go to work. People are fallible. We make mistakes. Okay, so we put we give you the strategy, we give you the trade plan, and now we give you the robot so that you can trade. There's no excuse for why we can't all do the same things. I'm not looking for somebody to come out and say, oh, well, I got the system for Marcello Lucille and it didn't work. No, why didn't it work? For some people it's because they couldn't trade it properly. They couldn't implement flawlessly. So I'm saying I'm trying to get away from that by giving you guys no reason to fail at all. Okay? If you trade the robot and you trade it properly, you're supposed to have the same results that we are having. Okay? Not every session is going to be a winner. We know that. But if you're trading the way that we're trading, then you should have the same results that we have. Okay, we can't control what the market does on a particular week, but we can control how we are implementing our strategy, and that's why we give a robot. Okay? Best of both worlds, can't miss, right? Well, that's the plan, William, and so far it's a good plan. We've been using it, and we've had good success with it. Do I need to use another trading platform? I use Thinkorswim now. Yeah, simple setup, free. Actually, you know, MT4, we'll be working within the confines, within the construct of MetaTrader 4. And basically what we'll do is we'll tell you exactly where to go. It's free, okay? It's a quick setup. Literally in 5 minutes, you can be ready to go, okay? So you'll basically just click on the download that we're going to give you. It'll set it up, and you'll be ready to go. That's just that simple. And Patrick actually is a member of our group, and he says it's a wonderful membership. So be a part of it, guys. Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate that. Okay, do you think that we as traders must know the market since the robot does such a fabulous job? Yeah, of course. You want to be, hey, Teresa, yeah, you want to be a part of that. You want to make sure that you know the market. You don't want to, you know, be a mindless drone, and you want to take control, unless you'd have, you know, some money manager doing the job for you. You know, you want to be in control, you know. And so you've got to know what you're doing. This is why I put it out there. I could easily not put this stuff out there and sell you a black box robot like everyone else and keep the strategy to myself. And that would give us more power. But, you know, I want you to know, because that's what the power is. And you empowering yourself to be able to do this over and over and over again. Okay? Is there a monthly charge after joining? Only if you decide that there's no monthly charge for the robot. That robot is yours. Once you purchase it, it's 100% yours. That is, there's no monthly charge for that. Okay? So that it's yours. You'll always be able to use it once you pay for it. Okay? There will be a charge for to be a part of our trading sessions after this month. This month you'll get for free for the Power Hour. You'll get free for the Weekend Warrior trading session. But you know, after that, there is a nominal fee for the Weekend Warrior trading session. Okay? Looks like $200 for the first year. No, I didn't. I didn't understand that question, Russell. Can you give it to me again? What's the sense of a robot if you have to monitor it to fix its losing trades? You know, honestly, you don't have to monitor anything, and most of the time we just let our trades run through to fruition, but we do want you to understand how things work. You've got to know how it works so that you can make adjustments in the future. I just want you know, guys, you want to be in control. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, the robot runs for itself. The accounts I've shown you, they were not controlled. I mean, these guys left their robots on and they let them do what they're supposed to do. But I want you guys, you know, I give up that knowledge, that information, so that you can become better traders. Okay. After the 30-day trial, will I be able to continue? Yes, you will be able to continue to be a part of the Weekend Warrior trading session, but there is a fee for the Weekend Warrior trading session itself after the 30-day trial, of course. But, you know, it's something that, guys, it pays for itself. I mean, imagine you're making you're making anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15% per week. You know, it doesn't take, you can do the math yourself and see that it's actually a pretty good deal if you want to do it. And if you don't have to. You've learned a good amount about the Weekend Warrior to be able to trade it, you know, without even us being there. That's the point of having a robot. I believe mechanical is the solution, but it's hard when you know the market knows it's mechanical. Yeah, well, you know, if we had 50,000 traders who were trading this thing, then it could be an issue. But you know, we don't. And guys, by the way, just because we have a robot doesn't mean we just leave it on. we're just going to leave it like that. We just make one robot and then we say, hey, when it doesn't work anymore, we're not going to we're not going to make adjustments to it. No, we make adjustments. That's a big difference. You know, this is real trading. Basically, guys, what I tried to do here is, or what we've tried to do is, we've tried to take our trading acumen, our discretionary trading, our manual trading, and put it into a robot. That's all. So when our trading changes, then of course that's going to change as well. You know, this is not just a retail product, guys. We actually trade this stuff. You know, I'm not going to trade something that's not working anymore. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make sure it works. So if there's an adaptation that needs to be made to the robot, you guys are the first to know. One of the things that we do is we set an update out very often. As soon as there's an issue that we need to fix, we put an update out. Or if there's a better version of the robot, we put that out as well. We're not going to leave you hanging to have a robot that doesn't make money, doesn't work, because we use this stuff in our own trading. Does the trade close by the end of Sunday, or do you keep it for the entire time Forex is open? The trade ends on Sunday. It's quick. You're in and out. You know, hopefully you're in and out in 2 hours and sometimes 3 hours. Okay, I'm also currently learning MacX's system. If I should find MacX system working for me, how should I use your robot system? These guys, this stuff works in conjunction. They work together. You know, that's the beauty of it, is that you have one strategy. It's not a system. It's not either or. You can incorporate this into whatever you currently are using. Okay, you can use the trade plan and set up your trade plan for that as well. Okay. But the dynamic of it is that, you know, what I like about this particular trade is it's not being traded all year round. It's being, you know, or all week long. It's being traded in a very small period of time, so that it's kind of isolated from all the other trades that you're generally taking. Okay, so it can work with anything. That's what I love about the Weekend Warrior. Yeah, Mac and I are we're partners. You know, we partner on these things because we believe in what we're doing. He believes in. He's more of a discretionary guy, and I am. I'm obviously the mechanical guy. And you know, when we come together, you know, it's powerful stuff. The trading concepts are the same. The philosophy of the market is the same. The implementation is different. What kind of setup is done on Sunday except putting the system to work, and what happens along the week? Nothing happens along the week as far as that Weekend Warrior is concerned. You know, the setup is just that simple. You put the robot to work, but we want to make it a no-brainer for people so that everyone makes money. So we don't, you know, we don't leave anything to chance. All right. So we show you how to set it up and put it on every single time, and that's what the difference is. During the week, you have the power hour sessions where I talk about other trading methodologies, other strategies, and you'll be getting that for 30 days for free to be there whenever we're doing, and they're also recorded sessions. Of the group you have using the Weekend Warrior, what are the top and bottom results in percent terms? Like I said, on any given week, you can make between 5 to 15% is what we have in general. Some weeks you just make 2 or 3%. You know, and we have had losing sessions as well. So, so that's just a part of trading. But in general, this is the average. Those numbers that we've given, those are the averages. What if the internet connection goes down during the trade? What's great about that, Brian, is that if the trade, what the robot does is that it puts your stop loss on and your TPs on pretty much immediately, the first portion of it, okay? So let's say that your connection goes down for a short term. You've already got a stop loss in place. You can't lose any more money than what you've designated should be risked for that trade. And of course, because you know the strategy, if need be, you can make the adjustment. You can call your broker if you need to, but in general, it's it's safe. It's a safe bet the way that we've done this. Can you use it with the stupid new U.S. rules for 50 to 1? Yes, absolutely. Will the robot work with IBFX? Yes, it will. This particular one especially works with all brokers, which we like. I'm not able to spend at this time Sundays. Can I still make your system work for me? Yes. You can set it up and let it run. How does this one differ from the IBO robot? This one trades only on Sunday. It's basically kind of like a scalping trade, if you will. Makes money quick in, quick out. The IBO is going to trade all week long, and it's going to take trades as they come at any time. You manually set up the robot using last week's information. It actually uses the current information that comes in for us. Just to clarify, by complete system, you are supplying a trading robot, a trading platform, a way to set it up on a free demo account. That's right. And not just that, Alistair, we're also giving you a live trading session as well to trade it. And not just that, but also a market analysis during the week, even after that session's done, and a membership to the website, and support for it during that time period. I was talking to you, William. I was. You can use any broker that you want to, Doc. It works across brokers, as long as they're an MT4 provider. And honestly, any broker worth its salt in the Forex has a MetaTrader 4 platform. Can you work from outside the U.S.? Yes, absolutely. We have, I think, an even split. We've got a lot of U.S. traders who have a 50-to-1 leverage issue, and we have a lot of traders, Australia, Europe, Asia. We've got a few traders in South America, most of the traders in Canada. We've got traders from all over the world, and also the South Pacific. So we've got traders from all over the world, and they trade. They trade using different accounts that are not obviously U.S. related. I think you do a great job of educating. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. This is not a black box system, William. You input the parameters. We don't have to input the parameters. Everything's set up for you, you're pretty much ready to go when you set it up. Yeah, Patrick. For this trade, it's not broker specific at all. We don't have to worry about that. Will there be any charges for future updates to the EA? No, there are no charges. There are no updates. You absolutely. When we put out a new version, we simply just we just put out an update, and people know that there's an update to the software. I don't want you trading something that's not going to work so you can turn around and say that I gave you something that didn't work. My name's on it, and I want to make sure that I take very good care of my clients. I want them to be taken care of. What is the nominal fee to maintain the membership status? We can talk about that in a year, but you don't have to worry about that when you get going with the robot. The robot is yours. You can trade it as you want to. Yeah, on the inputs for the robot, you can trade like right now we've got the most important setting, of course, is going to be the percent risk. How much am I risking per trade? Am I going to risk 2.5% on this trade? Am I going to risk 5% on this trade? Or am I risking 1% on this trade? What am I risking on this trade is the most important one. Of course, there are other parameters as well that you can tweak later on. And of course, as you get into the system, when we do a new member orientation, then I can tell you how to play with that. Got a lot of questions here, guys. Does the strategy only work when the Sunday opening, or can I use it on other days? It's a Sunday strategy. Guys, you know what? If you take 5,000 trades a week, or 50 trades a week, and you make 10%, okay, or 15%, and you had to work a 100-hour week to get that, are you happy? Or let's say you can make between 5 or 15% and do it in 2 hours on a Sunday. Which one would you prefer? The same result that's the result that you want. You want to make the money, And so that's what this is about. This is actually a Sunday trade that you will trade on Sundays. This particular one. It is very specific. Guys, one of the things you have to do in the market is that you have to have pinpoint accuracy. Okay? When you don't have pinpoint accuracy as to your entry, your exit, your position sizing, you're going to mess it all up. You don't want to do that. It's got to be pinpoint accuracy, and that's why a lot of amateur traders, or beginning traders. I don't mean to say amateur. I mean debutantes. The beginning traders, they get hammered in this market because they don't even know where they're starting. You've got to be able to walk a tightrope, and so there's a specificity, there's a precision that you'll want to implement in your trading, and that's what we do here. And so we're taking trades when we think that there's an optimum scenario there that we can take advantage of, and that's why we're trading that on this particular robot on the Sunday. Is it Mac friendly as opposed to PC? Not you, Mac. It is it's obviously PC, but all you need is a parallel to get it going. All trading software generally is PC oriented right now. But Scott will tell you he runs everything off of a Mac. Mac X also runs everything. He loves Macs as well, and they're going to finally convert me over to a Mac one of these days as well. And I'm getting really close too. Everyone's around me is using Macs, but they use parallels with it.
I was going to say I'm on this webinar now on a Mac. I have two of them sitting here at my desk, and if you can run MT4, if you can run the trading platform, then you're all set. And but as Marcello said, it's you have to be able to run Windows, and you can certainly run Windows on any recent Mac.
Exactly. Here's a good question: how good is the robot according? So Mac is great. How good is the robot according to the current market conditions? Well, I just showed you. Okay, well we've seen testing and live trading results that are they're taking trades right now, number one. Two, you've seen the live video of a trading session that we just had, that we actually recorded from not this Sunday, but the week before. So our last trading session, that week before, okay? So yes, it's good with the current market conditions. It has continued to work. It's a working system right now. The spreads when the market opens on Sunday are often huge on ECN brokers. Is that a problem? Yeah, if you're obviously spread is always going to be a problem with any strategy that you implement at any given time. Obviously, if you think that your spread is going to be ridiculously high on Sunday, then get a pass-through broker. But we've been trading with an ECN, and we've still had pretty good success. So it goes to show you the strength of the strategy. William, what do you mean by that? That's a good question. Do you feed the robot? Can you explain for me? That's the plan, Patrick. Yeah, the settings change, William, if that's what you mean. The robot is going to change its TP, its stop loss according to the current market conditions. So it's going to change. What does weekend warrior mean? It's a play on words. We've got different strategies, like we've got the triple threat. It's got a TT name to it. This is the weekend warrior, which means that it fights on the weekend for you. And so it's a weekend-based trade, so we named it that way, and I like it. After the 30-day trial, I believe the fee is $79 for the trading session, and it's worth it, and you'll be making that money. If you're trading $1,000, you'll make it in 1 week, and then you'll be able to trade for the rest of the time. Most of our traders trade anywhere from 1,000 to we've got upwards of almost 100 grand, in that vicinity traded live in the market. Yeah, we call it the 2-hour work week. If you've ever heard, it's a play on words. There's a book out called the 4-Hour Work Week. And so we call it the 2-hour work week because in 2 hours you can make your salary for the week if you're trading well. If I go to the site, can I get more information? Yeah, you can always get more information, or you can send us an email to info@myfxedge.com so that we can answer any of your questions that you may have about the robot, and we're more than willing to do that. We have a very, very attentive customer support, and we deal with hundreds of traders every single week. How long does a trade take? You said it was more like a scalp, so maybe 1 day. Yeah, it takes like that's why we call it the 2-hour work week. You're in and out in hopefully 2 hours. Sometimes we've had sessions where we're done in 30 minutes. Those are great sessions. And then we've had sessions where it took 2.5 hours, and we actually had one session where it took 3.5 hours to close close out our trades. Patrick, they're investigating that for you right now. Vincent, awesome. Welcome to the group. Glad to have you as part of the group. Look forward to trading with you on Sunday. Yeah, William, I think you'll enjoy what you get, but I think that it's going to be straightforward and to the point when you do become a part of the group. What's the real way to get around market maker manipulation? It's not so much an issue in the Forex. That's one of the reasons that I love trading the Forex. That's why the technicals are very straight. I think the technicals are very solid. They're very true. So if you get a reversal signal that is, or you get a certain signal, it's more likely to to prove true in the Forex than it is, say, in the stock in stocks, because there's it's very difficult to control for one party or one group to control the markets like that. Now, don't get me wrong, we can have a Bank of Japan intervention, and we've had plenty of those, but that becomes that's a part of trading. But in general, we're not going to have any one entity walk into the market and completely move it. Is the time still the same? 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, 1:30 Pacific. I think it's 4. We actually get going about 4:50 in general, 4:50 EST. I think it's about a 3 or 4 hour difference there, Eastern to Pacific. Thanks. Do you trade futures? No, I am also called, my moniker is the FXpert. So I'm a FX trader. Although for the most part, Mac he's into a lot of stuff like that, but I'm just I trade the Forex market. I believe in really honing in on one thing, becoming a master at it, and then moving on to the next thing to become a master at. But don't be a master at something. Yeah, Mac and I are partners. We're partners on this, and we have been for a long time. So I dare say that he wouldn't steer you wrong. Okay, you mentioned this type was broker independent, so it won't have to depend on brokers that close at a certain time. Yes, Elia, this one is broker independent. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate that. They will appreciate that too. He says our staff has been great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, just to make it clear, guys, what we have is we've got, we have different systems. We have a suite of trading systems. The one that we're presenting today is the Weekend Warrior. This Weekend Warrior, basically all of our strategies work off of a certain dynamic in the market, which gives us a higher probability of success as far as trading is concerned. Okay, this one has to deals with the relativity between the close of Friday to the open of the next trading day. Okay, and we take advantage of that, of the probability of market conditions going in one direction or the other. That's how this works. Okay, obviously more information is inside of the packaging. Of people have paid very good money to have that. And obviously, we also have spent a lot of time and money in development of the concepts and ways to trade them with a higher probability of success. So we work with that dynamic. That's what we always look for, is to exploit something. We're looking to become the house. We're looking to play the same game that the casinos play to make, the billions of dollars per year that they do by just trading probabilities. And that's what we're doing. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is we have hundreds of questions here. I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. If you guys have any other questions, we were able to wrap this up, give you great information. Is there any other questions I can try to get to you right now? I'm going to go right to the bottom. And I got to be honest with you guys. for the people who have purchased the Weekend Warrior in the last and in the entire time that we've done this Weekend Warrior, we have had less than a 2% return during that time. Why have we done that? Because we're the real deal, and we've been able to prove it. We've been able to stand by it. We said, hey, you know, if we don't make money during this time period, then you know, then then you can come to us and tell us something. People have been making money with this thing. Okay, that's the bottom line. It has been making money. Did you say if one should buy today or tomorrow, they can be ready for this coming Sunday's live trading room session? Yes. You will be supplied with everything in the download. You will be ready to rock this, tonight. As soon as you purchase, you will be ready to go. William, I hope you're going to be a part of the trading room. You're funny. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up in a little bit. Teresa, you're pretty funny too. I don't think you're annoying at all. So look forward to your input in our sessions already. All right, guys. So anyway, here's the link: myfxedge.com/Weekend Warrior. I really do want more people in that session. I mean, and not just because we're selling a product here, but because we're making money here. And because there's no sense. I mean, it's something that we're doing anyway. We're in the room. We're doing this anyway. So why can't I share this with as many people as possible, and have them in the sessions, have them be able to make money and say, hey, you know what? There is something out there that really does work. That's really making money. I can change my stance with time. You can put a plan together and say, I expect to get out of the race. The rat race, I expect that I'm going to, increase my account incrementally. This is not going to be I'm going to get rich in one session type of deal. I mean, we're being absolutely real with you. These are the results that we have seen in this particular time period. You can have a plan and implement that plan and see it to fruition. We're giving you a real way for you to be able to really see your goals being achieved as far as what you want in this market, whether it's to supplement your income, whether it's to increase your retirement, or it's to to get away from a full-time job, to be able to be a full-time trader. We're all for all of the above. Hey, thanks to have you on. Glad to have you on board. Glad to have you on board, Dion. Glad to have you guys here. Glad to have you guys on board. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys in the sessions. And with that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and close this down. Final remarks. I will see you guys on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Final remarks. If you're serious about trading, if you're serious about taking it to the next level, come and give us a try. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If we don't make you money during that time, absolutely come to us. Say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to this is obviously not something that I want to do. You have that opportunity to do that. Give it a try. It's worth it. It's a no-risk money-back guarantee. Okay, so give it a shot. Try it out. We're there. We've been doing it. We've been having good sessions. We've been doing it for a long time. This is not a 5-minute thing. This is something that's been traded by us, by our VIPs for over a year, and which we have been trading with this robot the way that it is consistently for about 5 months now. So this is something that you should take advantage of. And guys, be in this room. This is your opportunity. If you're serious and you're saying this is what I really want to do, then this is where you should start. Something that's simple, straight to the point, something you can implement, and something you can learn from, and that you can watch live in the market. Okay, you know, exact entry, exact stop loss, exact take profits, and you get to watch us make the money, or you get to watch us lose the money. But we're going to do it together, whatever we do. Okay. So with that, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Welcome aboard, everybody. I'll talk to you on Sunday in a FX Edge Weekend Warrior trading session. Scott, you got anything to say before we go here?
I don't. Just looking forward to seeing everybody on Sunday.
Yeah, me too.
Have a good week.
And okay, guys, have a good weekend. It's at Sunday at 4:50 p.m. EST is when we'll meet. Vincent. 10-4. Okay, guys. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.